morning, and coming to you, as Darren Carroll would say, live from the Varsity Sports Bar on 8112 Beachmont Avenue. Welcome to the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. You'll notice there's a few differences here, but I'm Jason Kiefer in the house here early on a Saturday morning. Well, kind of early, but
It's not early.
Welcome to the podcast. Rob, how are you?
I'm good. It definitely is fucking early. I mean, let's just be clear on that one.
Well, yeah, you've only been up for 40 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Time to go to bed.
Well, like I said, him and I were texting each other Instagram wormhole shit until 1 a.m. And
That's where we come up with our best material.
my card decided to spend the night up here. It wanted to have a sleepover with everybody else's. And
Smart.
Kiefer said he'd call me before he picked me up. And I'll be damned. Griff comes in. Dad, Kiefer's sitting in the driveway. Damn it, I told he was going to call me. He's like, he did 3 times. Now he called me. I was like, all right, I'm up. Tell him 2 minutes. I'm good. Thank you, though, Jason. And it's odd.
It is odd. Did you hear that? Hold on. Crickets. No, it's weird. It's weird. We missed Dan. Dan was not able to be here today.
Where is he? Do you know where he is?
I don't know what he's doing.
You have no idea.
I have no clue.
Well, we'll have to call Dan maybe here in a little bit and find out what's going on. It was a no call, no show. So he's on probation right now.
he
got secret probation.
He got fined, but we got a replacement for Dan today. Another Dan Varner.
Yeah.
One of our original charter sponsors.
Yeah. All right, man.
Pleasure
to be here.
We got our buddy Rich from Engraved in USA here as well.
So it takes another Dan and the Dick to replace Dan.
Hey, anytime you get a dick on, man, it's always good.
Hey, I appreciate being here, and thanks for having us.
Yeah. I wasn't sure which one the dick was. It you or you? I wasn't positive.
No, it's both of us.
Definitely.
We're gonna sword fight here in a minute.
Hey, honored to be asked here, guys. Replacing Dan Carroll is a big shoes.
Yeah,
Big
you gotta have a
shoes, man.
Dan on the show, man.
You do have big shoes to fill.
Oh shit, you're actually cracking one, huh?
Yeah. Well, I got to join you guys. I'm gonna be on here. Might as well drink with you.
There you go.
I hear you. You know what? We're all gonna shampoo ourselves and be dragging our asses out of here today in about an hour.
If you don't do a good job,
I do have a show later, though, boys, so I can't be hammering it down
it's nap
and then
time.
driving to Indiana later.
But so 100% of the proceeds go to the Varner Foundation, correct?
100%.
There we go.
100%.
Fuck.
Everybody knows the rules, and
I just wanted to get the show started right.
these two assholes with their ad rights. Speaking of assholes and ad rights, might as well get some of that out.
Wouldn't those be reads, not rights?
You wrote this thing, and every one of you put that damn 100 thing in there.
You skip it.
Varner
actually-
did it twice.
it's actually pretty clever though.
I know. Yeah, Rich, as you know, is from Engraved in USA, and he is sporting an Engraved in USA mug right there. I did not have mine, but I am sporting my new Merry Fukumas sweatshirt.
Fukumas.
It is festive green, and it has our logos. I'll put some pictures up on the website.
It's a
here
lot of
shortly.
green.
It is a lot of green.
That's a lot of green.
It's
Looks
a lot
like
of-
a tablecloth.
It's a lot of material.
Where can we get that? Where can we get that?
We can get that at Engraved in USA, engravedusa.com.
Mm-hmm.
Engraved in USA, in business for over 25 years, engraving your business awards, promotional items, employee and customer items, brewery drinkware, golf outing accessories, promotional items, recognition items. If you are a small or global company, we have the team that can design and produce quality items to enhance your business. Call the team of Tanya, Tammy, Tim, or Rich at 513-682-2557 and say 100% to get the best personal touch from our friends at Engraved in USA. I love my Merry Fukumas sweatshirt, and I got it.
I love it when you do that ad read.
Why?
Because I never know whether you're going to actually get it all out
I know.
or if you're going to trip up over your tongue. It's funny.
That was pretty impressive.
I slowed down on that one because I normally dick up the Tanya, Tammy, Timmy. See,
there you go.
yeah, Timmy.
Well, Timmy's perfect for Christmas time. I mean, because you
Yeah.
have Tiny Tim, and he is kind of tiny.
Oh my God, I was watching Christmas Carol last night with Griff. That's when Kiefer and I fell in the wormhole. I was like, this version sucks, Griff. It's midnight. He had just picked me up, and I was like, this version sucks. Let me go in the wormhole on Instagram and send it to Kiefer. But Merry Fukumas to those of you in Japan out there. It is a southern Japanese dialect for Christmas, and you can purchase such quality items like this at Engraved in USA. And Kiefer, I think you put up, Rich, the T-shirt Kiefer ordered. He is part of the Ford Theater security
He
team.
is, and
He's on furlough right now.
It is not the exact same replica. It is a replica, but it's not the exact same shirt that they wore in 1865. But it's a pretty sweet looking shirt that Jason came up with last week. He went down a wormhole while he was at Mrs. Doubtfire. Robin Williams was not there, unfortunately.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I was all buzzed up coming home. Jill was driving, and I'm like, I came up with a great idea for a shirt all of a sudden. And I was like, Ford Theater security team.
Oh boy.
So I called him. He was drunked up. He was like, hey, text me that idea because I'll forget. So I said, if we put it and then put one bullet hole in it.
Oh boy.
I said they may have been on break.
I loved it.
That's available on your website there.
Yeah.
By Engraved in USA. So they can go and pre-order or order that for a Christmas present for any of their loved ones.
I'll come up with some more.
Oh,
And that was a very fast turnaround. I appreciate that.
we do our best.
She put 0 for 1 U.S. presidents.
Such a
That'd be
stupid
great
idea, but being down at the Aronoff Center, it's such a cool venue to go watch. Yeah, I enjoy going down to the plays, but sitting there the whole time, I'm like looking at the boxes, and I'm like, I've never been to Ford's Theater. I do want to go. I'm a history geek, but
I've been there.
I was like, holy shit! Like, I think I just came up with a shirt idea.
It's a good one.
Well,
You know what's scary is I do the same thing when Griffin and I go down there, and the first one up, the second one I think is where Lincoln was when John Wilkes Booth shot him and then jumped off of it. I'm like, it's a hell of a distance. I wonder what it was at the original theater. That motherfucker kept running. I think he broke his leg when he jumped.
Yeah, he was hurt.
And who was it? Sam Mudd, the doctor that fixed him up and hit him for a little bit. That's
Dr.
why your
Mudd.
name is Mudd.
Mud. Yep. That's right.
Yep, MUD. We got a couple Mudds in Anderson area
Do
that I
we?
went to high school with. Yeah.
They take care of your broken legs and his broken ribs.
Yeah,
Is
they
that why
hide-
his broken ribs.
They
are
hide
healed?
guns and products when the cops are hot on your heels.
You should go see it. It's pretty cool. I've been there.
I want
Ford
to.
Theater.
The thing
I
is-
wouldn't recommend wearing that shirt.
Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend that.
Probably
at all.
not. Probably not a good idea.
I think you're safe.
I would.
I think the Ford Theater security's out. It's probably the federal government's national park people.
I have a bunch of funny shirts, but I'm selective. I have enough couth to know where I can wear said shirts and where I can't.
Same here.
Would be funny.
Same here. Shit, I was just gonna say.
Hey,
Oh,
real quick before, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Last week, you guys had on Todd Sledge from the VA.
Yeah.
And he was outstanding. I was sitting here watching you guys, and as a veteran myself, if you don't mind, I just would like to thank Todd for being here. That was a lot of great information. If there's veterans out here that haven't signed up or haven't gotten your VA rating, contact your local VSO or go see somebody, because there's a lot of guys that I've served with that have not gone and gotten their VA rating and gotten in to see not only your benefits for yourself, but there's benefits out there if you get rated that your family can take care or take part of. My daughter has part of her college paid for at the University of Kentucky because of my service. So if you don't think that you earned it and that you rate it, listen to that podcast, talk to somebody, talk to a VSO, veteran service officer. But thank you for having Todd on here, because that was a lot of great information that Todd had last week.
I got a lot of text messages and a couple phone calls from buddies of mine that watch/listen, and they were like, I really wasn't aware.
Mm-hmm.
And like we talked about after when we were off live streaming, it's just the education. We just don't educate our people well enough. But no, it was great having Todd on. I mean, he's
been there a long time, man.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were a veteran as well?
Yes.
Were you large animal or did you dogs and cats and shit?
Mixture of both.
Okay, cool.
Especially when I was in Okinawa.
I love it. Oh, you were in Okinawa?
Mary Fukunawa.
Fukuma.
There we go. I already had
Yeah, you're already losing the dialect, man. You're losing the language.
Southern Japanese, Naha.
You got one word. I'm out of here. Good work.
You come across the border and you start losing language, man.
Hey, thanks for your service, man. I had no idea.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Dick.
Hey, no worries.
I was gonna. Oh, if you guys hear us sniffing, we did not blow up a kilo last night. Welcome to the Midwest, ladies and gentlemen, where it's 60 degrees and then 28. It
I
fucking
got a
sucks.
guess for you guys. Little Christmas card from the Barner Foundation.
Ooh.
Since you guys always read our commercials
It's
so
probably
well on here.
It's probably a request for a donation with.
Is that
100-250?
It says Merry Christmas, not Fukumas, just so you're aware.
See, I'm not into that, man. This first year at Fukumas.
Because of you this year, eyes became brighter, hearts were lifted, and prayers were answered. On behalf of the Varna Foundation and the kids and families it serves, thank you and have a Merry Christmas. That's awesome.
That is
Thanks.
very nice.
Thanks, guys, for what you guys do. And then,
Bart-
as always, 100% that comes in goes out. 100%. Nobody gets paid.
Damn it. Quit.
There's 2.
Quit. Speaking of the Varner Foundation, and we got Dan Varner here from the Varner Foundation. Who is it? Is it your father that runs that foundation?
It's
He
just
started
me.
it? Yeah, is it?
Just me and a great group.
Your group is good. I've met them, man. They're
I've got a great board.
what is that? What is that bar down at the bottom of the hill? The IPA place, bottom of Beachmont, where you do your fundraisers in the afternoon, or
Bottom of the hill. The old
the
brewery.
Big Ash.
Big Ash.
Big
Thank
Ash,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, I went to one of your things and I met
Oh, it's been
a
a while.
bunch of people. Yeah, it's been a while, but met a bunch of people, and they seem like solid people. But speaking of Varner Foundation, there's a
The
big
best.
big benefit coming up December 23rd, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be at the Tap House in Anderson Township. One Dan Varner, OVP, Nick Netherton are going to be there.
Hmm.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
All right, and it's going to raise money for foster kids, and
Kinship care.
and that's where the Varner Foundation does its best work. We're going to talk about it. We believe those who open their hearts and their homes to take care of kids are among the most special of our friends and neighbors. It could be a strain on anyone's budget, and sadly, more than half give up their first year of fostering because the resources just aren't there. That's where the Varner Foundation comes in. A 501c3 nonprofit, the Varner Foundation enables foster care agencies to help in a hurry. A car repair, a prescription, an extra bed, even a pair of shoes. And many times, a single phone call gets it done. Bless us. 100% of the money donated to the Varner Foundation goes to the mission, period. You heard that right. 100%. You can help make a difference in a child's life today. Donate to the Varner Foundation. That's the varnerfoundation.org, varnerfoundation.org. And you know what? I'm surprised you didn't put 100% in there one more time.
There you go again.
I'm gonna be smoked before the Bengals even kick off.
Nice job there, Rob. You're getting very good at that.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like repetition. You flow through that thing.
Oh, I can flow through some private time too in the bathroom in 2 minutes now.
I'm sure you can.
Minute and a half picking category and 30 seconds down.
I am sure that you can.
I just figured it was an apropos time to read the Varner Foundation ad read. And Dano's got a show in Belterra tonight.
Belterra, Indiana,
in-
the big casino in the main room.
And if you're looking for something to do tonight, go out to Belterra. They
Well, it's private, but you can hang out with us afterwards.
they locked down the casino. Nobody else is allowed in.
It's just in that main room. It's like a private Christmas dinner celebration for I'm not sure who, but
Okay.
but we'll be done about 7:30, and I'll meet you in the casino
Where
where I will give all my money back
Yep.
to Belterra.
They should just
But
comp
not
you.
to any guests that show up.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Just had to put that disclaimer out because you never know. Someone will say, "Hey, I want some of your money."
They should just say, "Hey Dan, that slot machine is yours. We've capped it at $2,000 in winnings, and have fun at it. And you can drink for free. That might be best because you'll be on the floor before you ever hit that 2,000.
No slots.
So we're
Straight to the floor. Straight to cards.
I'd rather play the card games, tables.
Absolutely.
I wish this
That's what we need
Belterra down here would get the table games.
We need that in the hotel since
Yeah.
Coney's being closed.
Fingers crossed.
that's something I wanted to bring up.
Is that a subject there, man?
with you coming on
Fingers crossed
on this podcast? So Dan, obviously being a musician, I want your opinion. So Coney Island, for anybody that's not from Cincinnati, has been here for however many.
1883, I think.
Yeah.
Coney Island, but I
Well,
think the pool's been there since 1925.
Used to be the world's largest freshwater recirculating
Yes, sir.
pool until one happened in, I believe, California. It's a shit state. It's going to crack off soon to the Pacific, but nonetheless, no mas.
It's been a staple here. And,
generations. Yeah,
and this has been all over, as Dan would say, the Facebook
the Facebook.
and the watchful eyes of Anderson on the Facebook. Everybody is freaking out, but this place has been here forever, and so now it has been sold. And adjacent to the property or connected to the property is our big outdoor music venue, Riverbend,
Mhm.
where all the big acts come in. You've got, covered seating, but then you also have a lawn, that's kind of inclined, and great time, great bands. Well, Coney Island is now sold. So now it's going to be converted into
A third music venue. PNC, the CSO owns the PNC Pavilion attached to
Cincinnati
Riverbend.
Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah, CSO Pops. Own the covered one, which is, I think, a 3,000 seat amphitheater venue.
I thought they ran both.
I don't know if they own
I think that
Riverbend.
they own-
Do that?
Yeah.
And then Riverbend's, as Jason described, and now they're having the adjacent property, which is a large footprint on the river down there.
Huge.
They're going to put a third music venue down there, but there's also ample space to do other things. I'd love to see them kick that third venue to the west, put a hotel in the middle, so you can have a hotel serve all three venues plus the Belterra down there.
Yeah, also the casino is also adjacent to all that property. But did they say 100? Was it 180 million dollars.
Oh, I'm not sure what the total.
The number that I saw, and
It's-
it actually seemed low for whatever reason. That number seemed low. I mean, granted, that's a lot of money, but it seemed low for a big venue like that.
It did.
Yeah.
But what
Unless
are
they're
your
bidding-
thoughts as a musician?
I would like the Sphere to come here, the one they have in Vegas.
Oh,
How
my
cool would that
God.
be? Could you imagine all the wrecks on 275 coming across the bridge and that big sphere staring at you?
People just staring. Oh God, look at that.
I watch videos of that shit on YouTube and Instagram, the YouTube, and I want to go there and watch like the U2 when
Yeah.
they were there.
They're now gone. Yeah.
Coldplay when they played. Fuck, I couldn't imagine that. It freaked me out just watching the video. I couldn't imagine sitting there.
Pretty sweet.
It's awesome.
Well, the thing is, it gets me is I thought that was on the National Historic Registry. I mean, as long as that's been around, I mean, with the pool and everything,
I think, yeah. I
you
think
can
that's
do
the
anything
fight.
with
I
money.
think that's the fight now.
I know
People-
that is
they-
a fight now, but that
Yeah.
I was surprised to learn that it was not. I mean,
True.
growing up, I had a neighbor that's where they met. That's where Norma and Bob, they were my neighbors, and they worked with.
I like the shameless plug there.
I know. Well, they've since passed, but I mean,
Oh,
they
all right,
had,
never mind. You didn't shamelessly plug them.
they
Norma
had,
and Bob.
R.I.P.
Norma and Bob.
Norma and Bob.
But they worked with legends like Rosemary Clooney, who was
Oh,
a lifeguard down there. I mean, and those were
Bob Ron. Yeah.
I mean, all
Lifeguard.
these people. I mean, granted, they're local to Cincinnati, but some of them, like Rosemary and Bob Ron, they were national celebrities. And why these people are not, why this place was, especially the pool, was not on the National Historic Registry is just mind-boggling to me. I
Right.
mean,
No, I agree.
when it's surprising that Coney Island lasted as long as it did. I mean, Kings Island came around in 74, and then a lot of those rides went up to from Coney up to Kings Island,
Mhm.
and it's stuck around all these years. And
Well, the rides diminished a little bit, but the
They got
pool
rid of
was there.
but the pools,
Yeah.
stuck.
They got rid of
around.
the rides about 4 or 5 years ago there. I think I might have hurt them a little bit.
Well, you being a lifelong Anderson resident,
Oh, all the time used to go down there. Used to get dropped off. Parents, back when you're allowed to get dropped off, no phones or anything, just
all day long.
they would drop us off and they go to work. And after work,
Back
they swing
when-
by. It's like, your ass better be ready to be picked up outside. And they pull
Yep.
by, right?
Back when guys in panel vans were fucking hardworking people. It didn't have empty dog leashes
They-
whistling. for
They were
dogs.
actually painters.
But it was all day down there. You know?
So right now, like if you go to a concert down there, I mean, you can see the traffic backed up already. You know, you get, a Chris Stapleton or whoever, like a huge national act. Traffic is already a fucking
It's a
nightmare
mess.
down there.
It's a mess.
So one of the questions that I saw online was, how much worse is the traffic going to be when you're throwing and I don't know what the seating capacity of this proposed new venue is going to be.
Mhm.
How big of a nightmare is that going
Oh,
to be?
coming off 275. Fuck
Well-
yeah, that's a nightmare, especially rush hour because all the shows start at 7. Coming from Kentucky sucks.
Oh yeah, it's backed up across
It's
the
horrid.
bridge. So obviously they have to do something with the parking, but they do have. I don't know if you guys have been down on the backside of it. They got that long entrance all the way in. There's ways to do it with multiple entrances and exits from a parking lot. There's a ton of land over there.
Not
Totally.
everybody's VIP like you. I don't get the bus, private Croswell bus coming in that motherfucker.
No, but there's ways to do it. Obviously, it'd be nice to put another lane going in there, but
Anytime we go down,
we'll see,
we
man.
You as
anytime
a musician,
we go down and we head east and come in 52 that way.
As a
'cause
musician,
275 's
here,
handle.
I'll tell you the secret to go anywhere as a musician at any venue. You pull up to the gate and say, "I'm with the band." They don't look for anything. They open the gate, and this a true story. This happened in Nashville. We're going to. I was playing down there with the band. We're all following each other down. Bringing up the rear was Brad Kelly and Chris Perot, which if you would have followed them, it would look like Cheech and Chong driving down the street with the smoke coming out the back. So we pull in downtown, and the big arena there.
Yeah. Bridgestone.
Yeah. So we're kind of passing that exit. Well, they follow a big tour bus, and then they turn in
with the tour.
with the tour to the stadium, Nissan. They let them right in. We're at the band, right behind the tour bus.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll be honest
So
with
that's
you.
a secret. Anywhere you want to go, I'm with the band. Just
I've
come
done
up with
that.
something. I'm a DJ. I mean, I did one before. I told them I was a puppeteer, and they opened the gate, and let me in.
I'll be honest. Sometimes when I go places that you're playing, sometimes I will say I'm with OVP.
you
I'm with the band. And
Works.
what was that one show up at Laurie's Roadhouse? I think I told them I was with the band. I fucking jet in.
Oh, that was the for Alzheimer's.
Autism, I believe.
Oh, was Autism
I
Rocks.
fucking donated.
Autism
Of course,
I
of
donated.
course, it's a fundraiser, and he skips the fucking
Why
donation
don't- There was
line.
a line.
This is my shocked face,
Wait a second.
everybody.
Wouldn't
I was
that
like, I
come
don't know
from-
him. He's not with
Wouldn't
us,
that come
man.
from Carol? Because Carol, does he still owe you that 102.50?
no,
No,
he
he
finally
paid-
he
he
squared
Okay,
up,
okay.
and it was my money he was paying him. I was like, just give him my money. You dick. No, but I did donate to autism that day, so we're all square.
I think it'll be a cool addition here. It'll be different. People don't like change, and I understand it, but I hate to see Coney Island go.
Especially that change. I mean,
Yeah, that's a huge change.
I hate change. I mean, it rattles in your pocket when you walk and shit.
Well, the older people don't like change either.
It does.
But that's been here since Kroger started, 1883. That's when Kroger was founded. I mean, they could have got off the boat right there
Yeah,
with their wagon and started selling merchandise.
Well, people would come from downtown Cincinnati on a
Yeah.
boat and get off, go to Moonlight Gardens and all that
Yep.
shit.
God, I remember going to the
It's sad.
Some of
Moonlight
those old
Garden,
pictures from Moonlight Gardens.
the golden oldies shit, man.
Yeah.
I went down there with a buddy that was into older women. He was in his 20s, and I was late 30s. He was 21, into older women, 50s and 60s and shit. I want to go down there and dance. I was like, fuck it, I'll go down with you. And me and two other guys went down. We're both like older. He's 21, macking on these old women. I run into my fucking parents.
You know what's showing your age is the fact that you just said macking on.
Yeah.
I'm macking on old women.
I run into my parents, and I'm like, they're like, what are you doing here? I was like, he so and so, they know him, and I'm not going to say his name, is chasing this one chick down. She's like, she's our age. She's 20s. I go, yeah, I know. I get it, Mom. Stay away from him. I swear to God, don't make me kill him tonight. And I told him too. I was like, if you fucking talk to my mom tonight, I will kill you. But those were good times. I loved this. Silver.
I'm glad you brought that up there because when I knew you
Golden
were coming
oldies.
on, I wanted to
Yeah,
to
I mean,
hit
it's a
that
big
real
deal.
quick.
They used to have the hot wax down there.
Yep.
Every
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fucking
Yeah,
50s,
yeah.
60s.
All our parents go down there and jitterbug, and
Yep.
they still do that where they were doing it. I think once a month they would still have concerts down there.
Did they?
Yeah.
We gotta find a venue for that, man.
big
Now
changes.
that we're getting
it's
older.
big.
Now that
Big
we're getting
changes along the river.
Yeah, I mean, as long as a hotel goes on there, I mean, that's what we really need around here. The problem is with the cutoff line for the Anderson Township, which we're all in, and it goes, what's that? Is it Sutton? It goes all the way down,
Yeah.
and runs right in
Yep.
to the main entrance. So that's the line. To the right of that, pulling in is city. To the left of that
Is
the
township.
So that's a big discussion too. Who's
Why don't we
who's
just-
getting the taxes?
What in Anderson Township? We got a lot of guns. Just go down there and form a militia and line up there on
I don't
Sunday.
think we have more than the city.
Oh, the city's a bunch of pussies, man.
The difference is that in Anderson Township, they're all registered and they're all bought legally. In the city, they're not. They're all stolen from the sheriff's car.
Good. Wow.
Sheriff's car or
Yeah.
or serial numbers filed off.
Well, mine got
That's
stolen.
another topic.
Mine got
It
stolen,
is.
so I'd have to borrow somebody's gun.
Did she get in trouble for that?
No,
She's
no.
the highest law
Surprisingly, she did
enforcement
not.
agent in the county. She can't. The only person that's higher than her is the coroner.
Yeah, in the corner, which was great when it was an OBGYN. I was like, how in the fuck are we hiring?
What about the one that we had as a podiatrist?
Yeah, we're hiring an OBGYN
No, we're
to do
electing.
autopsy and shit.
We're
Yeah, electing.
If you guys can't tell, we have ADD and we'll jump topic to topic to topic. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean Fitzpatrick's in the chats. 100% drink up, everybody.
See, I can't even see the chat tonight or today. What
Who's
is
that?
it?
Fitzpatrick?
Old Sean Fitzpatrick.
Well, you know, just as well from being an attorney and a former cop as well, that the coroner, the elected coroner, doesn't have anything to do with the autopsies.
Oh yeah, they hire somebody
They
else
hire
out.
other people,
Yeah, it's a
forensic
figurehead.
pathologists. Yeah,
Ooh.
they're just an elected person.
Perfect segue.
Uh-oh.
Perfect segue.
Segues.
Look out.
One of the articles that I saw to bring up just real quick. Let me pull it up here. Apparently, Matthew Perry's autopsy was released, and he had ketamine
Oh,
in his
don't
stomach.
you and I have a ketamine bet?
Sedative.
I think we do.
Oh yeah, well, we have a bet, but you're going to do it.
Yes. No, I'm not going to do it.
Special
I'm gonna
K.
obtain.
But yeah, so ketamine, anybody that doesn't know, was originally a horse tranquilizer. So vets would use it for when horses needed surgery. Well, apparently he died of acute effects of ketamine. So there were trace amounts found in his stomach contents, and it said prescription medications and loose pills were found at the residence. So he had been in and out of rehab.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know that. But they didn't find any alcohol.
Trace amount. So that would connote. I mean, if he died and drowned, he's not in there
Drowned?
that long.
Drowned.
Drowned. He wasn't in there that long. Trace amounts would mean that he had done it previously and he was just still in there.
So he had an
Wow.
ketamine infusion a week prior for part of his rehab
That'd be
stuff.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Well, I guess that I don't know if you guys have heard of Michael Baden. He's on like all the forensic shows. He was a New York City pathologist, and he stated in this article that obviously that stuff from the week before, that infusion, wouldn't have been in his
Should have
system
been out of his system
because it has a half-life of 3 to 4 hours. Now, we just started carrying it last year on the ambulance for pain. We carry morphine, fentanyl, and we started carrying ketamine. If I push fentanyl, it's in micrograms, not milligrams. So it's 50 to 100 mics. And fentanyl, as we all know, is very, very powerful. The ketamine dosage, it's I'm trying to remember right offhand, 0.02 milligrams per kilogram.
That's a lot of math on a Saturday morning.
And it's a ton, but it's super potent. But what happens is it'll
My head.
it'll almost
just
make you
quit
have
listening.
amnesia. Like you have no idea what happened.
I fucking quit.
It's that big of a sedative, and he's in the hot tub.
So I'm trying to
Fall
figure
asleep,
out.
you drown.
Yeah, they got the warnings out there. I guess they're gonna have to change a warning because some fucking asshole attorney is gonna say, instead of just alcohol, caution, don't drink alcohol and get in the hot tub. Don't do alcohol, don't do ketamine, don't do fentanyl.
Well, I'm trying to figure out
Don't smoke
why
weed.
he had it in his system and why he had a script.
I think it's used also to.
They're doing it with
if you're-
PTSD and depression now.
Well, is it for
Yeah.
that as well? But
Yeah,
I think
there's a lot
of
if you
ketamine
were
clinics
addicted to
popping.
opioids before, I think it's to help wean you off of that. As
But
well.
I would like to know, and I guess I didn't pose that question right. I'd like to know like what he was actually prescribed it for. Why did they prescribe it to him? What was the dosage, and then like how much was actually in it? Because all it said was trace amounts. But I'm curious.
Was he transgender and he was trying to become a horse?
Oh Jesus!
Here's what I want to know: was he wearing swim?
Goddamn,
trunks?
Rob.
Was he in swim trunks in the hot tub? And I'm going to tell you why I asked that question.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
rabbit hole.
Was it I mean, if you go in there full nude, it's accidental because you don't want somebody to see your dick. If you go in there with swim trunks,
You're a fucking idiot.
no, I'm sorry. If you go in full nude, it's accidental. If you go in swim trunks, it's a suicide attempt because then you got your shit covered. Did he have the drawstrings tight? Because when they pull him out, his dead body, it could drag on it.
Am I
too.
going to have to mute you?
No, not at all. I'm just
He's got a good point.
I'm speculating on this.
God bless. But they released it, and the other thing why I brought that up is I feel that autopsy report came back very, very quick. Where normally these stars when they pass,
Yeah,
it's 6, 8, 9 months.
it's sealed till everybody forgets.
It seemed like that came out
Right.
very, very quick.
But
So,
who could forget Chandler Bing?
I liked Matthew Perry. It was a shame.
Rest in peace, Chandler Bing.
R.I.P.
100%.
Monica, we feel for you. Reach out to us if you need help.
Monica.
And Rachel, please.
So, but that was a good segue from the
Mhm.
coroner report.
Hey.
Good work.
You're welcome.
And he didn't even know.
So let's get on to some important topics. As
Mhm.
Kiefer is sitting there, I mean, granted, it is the Fukamas season, 9 days to Fukamas, but nonetheless, the Bengals play an important game today at 1:00, and we've got our boy Browning. Did you see all the injuries after fucking Portnoy's bullshit lawsuit that they released on Wednesday or Thursday about Browning? I mean, the motherfucker might as well have been in a body cast with a litany of injuries just to make sure we disclosed every injury he had. But we need the boy to produce today.
Well, isn't that what Belichick did? He'd put everybody on the injury list,
Yeah.
or he wouldn't put anybody, because why put everybody on there or why not put anybody on there when they're not injured, and you're giving the other team, ammo to say, hey,
Well,
got a
Belichick
knee
also
sprain.
videotaped everybody before a game.
and need to deflate the balls and
Yeah.
everything like that. So
Yeah.
Bengals by 3. Is that what the line is?
Is that what it is?
The
They're
running
giving
line.
3? Bengals are giving 3?
Oh, we're getting 3.
We're
Kind
getting fucking 3 at home?
getting 3 at home, they're
From
gonna,
Minnesota.
No, I'm sorry. We're giving 3. Home field advantage.
Yeah. Minnesota
It's gonna
beat
be
our ass
more.
when we were down there.
Look, Bengals are going to win this game. I don't bet on the Bengals, but we got a lot of good stuff going for us right now. The running backs are running well.
Yes.
That
Browns.
Chase Brown. Holy
Brown's
hell.
coming, yeah.
Chase Brown has been amazing. I
Motherfucker.
he led the
22
nation
miles
in
an
rushing.
hour running.
Yeah, he led the nation in rushing last year in Illinois. Why nobody picked him higher than they did?
Lucky.
Yeah.
We got him.
Unbelievable.
We got lucky on that pick, man.
Yeah.
I said
Well-
it when the draft happened. I was like, I love that pick.
I don't know if you watched a couple
Well,
weeks
also,
ago.
Mixon was questionable.
the Bengals playing.
I had to eat a ton of crow because I wanted McCarron to be the starter.
Yeah. Well, look what he did up north. He was in was it?
Oh no, he was in St. Louis with the Battlehawks.
Okay,
was that USFL or XFL? I think it was USFL.
He was
won a championship.
MVP, yeah.
But I wanted McCarron to be the starter, and then Browning comes out that second game after the Steelers, 324 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just killed it. So I had to eat a ton of crow and say I didn't know shit about fuck.
Well, obviously nobody knew anything about the guy. Do you know have you guys seen his high school records now?
Yeah.
Like of all the NFL quarterbacks, their high school records for most touchdowns? Like name one. Mahomes, all of them. Browning blows them all away.
No shit.
Yeah.
Folsom High School.
Folsom High School, yeah. Dude was just a stud.
Speaking of Folsom.
Hanging out with Johnny Cash.
Folsom. Speaking of Folsom, that's your opening, isn't it? Typically?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You never go wrong with Johnny Cash.
No, you cannot.
No, so it's made it exciting after signing a huge deal with Burrow getting hurt, and then having Browning come out 2 games in a row, play very, very well. The whole team played well, last week.
Good team effort.
There's a lot of similarities that I've seen. I don't know about anybody else, but with Browning and Burrow, if you sit there and you watch how their composure is, not only in press conferences but on the field, I mean, neither one of them really get excited or get pissed off. Yeah. They're just very even keel all the way across the board.
Ice in their veins.
You know what I'm going to be interested to see is I've noticed the past 2 with Browning, especially the one 2 weeks ago where he had 354 yards passing.
Was it 354, 324? One of the two.
The pass rush, though, it seemed like the past 2 weeks he's had a lot of time. I don't know if their defensive rush was shit on the other teams or what, but Burrow never had that amount of time. And Browning, I'm not knocking Joe. His knee was fucked up first season first season. Well, and
no calf this year
with the AC, yeah. But Browning can fucking scramble a little bit better.
I love his bootleg. When he goes out on a bootleg, you can tell he's checking. He's doing all his check downs, his reads.
Yep.
Which makes me nervous that he can scramble that well, because that's normally when you get killed. Now we're moving on to McCarron, and who are we signing to practice squad now? Some kid from Loveland. I hope he makes it.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it makes you nervous when they get out of the pocket.
Listen. You were Kiwanis.
That's basketball, though.
Maybe you'll get the call up.
Listen, Burrow's our guy, man. He's not as good as Burrow. 100% not as good as Burrow.
Yeah, I agree. God damn, man.
But
you're the one that has a shit to do tonight.
But forgot. But Browning just made himself a lot of money last 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got good for him, man.
I
agree.
Good for
him, right?
I love to see anybody.
Well, and you look at how many starting quarterbacks in the league right now that are hurt, and how many backups. You've had Cleveland start 4 different quarterbacks this year.
Yeah.
So Browning is going to go somewhere next year, and like you said, write his paycheck.
Minnesota's awesome. On their fourth quarterback today.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers started 4 quarterbacks on Thursday night.
That's another reason why we're beating them. Minnesota has a great defense, so he's going to have to do a lot of checkdowns. He's going to have to move around a little bit. He's going to get pressured. Our defense stepping up. They're playing good ball. What was the lowest score winning team this season?
3. It was was it Minnesota with New England, right?
Minnesota.
Yeah.
They
3-0 with
3.
Yeah. 3-0.
So
fucking 3.
I'm not telling anybody to go out there and bet or bet the house, but I usually don't bet on the Bengals, but I'm probably going to slide a little bit on there.
Are you thinking under?
Just so happens you're going to be at a casino. It's weird.
I know.
Are you thinking the under? Because everybody was thinking the under on Thursday night game.
I just
how'd that work out?
41.
Chargers had 4 backup quarterbacks on Thursday night, and the over-under was 35, and I think Vegas hit it in fucking first half.
What a bullshit game that was.
Oh, my God.
I might go to the under on that as well.
Why did the Chargers not just throw a white towel in at halftime and say, fuck it, we're going home?
I was at the firehouse sitting there, doing administrative shit on the computer with the TV up there, and I'm like, holy shit, the Raiders got the ball again?
Yeah.
Every time.
Holy shit, they got it again.
It was like playing Madden. I mean, it literally, you turn around and it's like they fumbled the ball. Chargers fumbled the ball.
Yeah,
the
guess what?
The old Tecmo Bowl.
Yes.
You're a Bo Jackson. You score every time.
Well, guess what that gets you? A fired head coach and a fired GM.
Boom.
So the GM's had 3 head coaches in the past? His tenure there.
So my question, and I saw this yesterday, and who takes over next year?
Obviously, talking Belichick.
So
I don't think so.
So Colin Coward put his prediction was out of 3, and I can't remember who that third one was, but Harbaugh from Michigan, potentially.
Hate him.
Dan Quinn. Oh yeah, fucking hate him.
Sorry.
Dan
fans.
Quinn, who's
Go blue.
been a coach,
They should outlaw khakis.
and I can't remember who the third was, but I'd be curious to see with Belichick not being re-upped in New England next year. Kraft's already said he's out. Who goes? I mean, does he retire for one? Two, do you bring Harbaugh from college and take him to the Chargers? I don't know.
I think Harbaugh's leaving Michigan regardless because there's a lot of shit stacking up out there.
Dude, they're going to get hammered by the NCAA.
Yeah. Harbaugh's going to jump ship like what's his fucking name? What's his Pete Carroll from USC to
USC.
Seattle?
Seattle.
Yeah, he left that thing in a shit show.
Yep.
Who was it? Who ate the ass on that? Reggie Bush
Mm-hmm.
lost his Heisman.
Well, he came out and said it, though.
Well, the thing is you got both those teams on Thursday nights are looking for new coaches now.
Mhm.
Antonio Pierce, I don't think that he has the experience.
Oh, I think you keep him.
I think
you
well,
keep
that's
him.
the problem that they had when they brought in Josh Daniels, is they had that coach that he almost beat the Bengals. If it wasn't for Jermaine Pratt in the playoffs, the Bengals aren't going to the Super Bowl that year.
Right.
And I mean, I can't remember their coach's name that year when they fired Daniels before they brought in Daniels. But I mean, he had that locker room just like Antonio Pierce. And I mean, do you do something like that this year with the Raiders, or do you bring in? I mean, you saw Marvin Lewis up in the press box.
Oh,
I mean, wearing that Raiders jersey. Do you bring Marvin Lewis?
Oh.
I mean, he can't win a playoff game
Take him.
either, but
Take him.
why not?
if
Somebody's got to.
Jill just
Love it.
I just put a comment on the screen, Dan. You can't see it, but
Mhm.
Jill just said that head coach just kept staring at the scoreboard like he couldn't believe it. Just
It was
Oh,
pretty bad.
He had to go. I turned it off.
Well, I was sitting here with
Ridiculous.
Todd, man. Todd did an SGP, the same game parlay with. They were good odds, and unfortunately, I took LA in money line and the over. Got the over, but fucking LA sucked dick. Todd took an SGP, and it was each defense scores a touchdown. I think it was third quarter when Vegas scored their defensive touchdown, and we were sitting here at fourth quarter watching it. They're like, surely they're gonna get lax, have a bad snap or something. Nope, sure fucking did not.
Right.
But he won $800 on pull tabs otherwise, so we're fucking fine. He's fine.
That boy, Todd.
lot of sports today because it's weird. It's weird to have Saturday NFL games and have three of them
'Tis the season, though.
2 weeks in a row.
Took 'em off.
I'm kind of bummed I
Got the
played
bowl
tonight,
game
man.
starting as well.
Yeah, there's bowl games on
You got
right
Miami, and you got OU locally playing
Yeah.
in bowl games.
Yep. now. Hey, speaking of Miami, let's transfer over one more NFL game. You know, I could see going to LA. Tomlin, Pittsburgh's playing the Colts today.
Yeah, everybody in Pittsburgh wants him gone.
Yeah.
They want a clean house there.
Tomlin, why wouldn't you go to LA, get some fucking sun, have some fun, and walk out of there retired? I mean, they'll take you presumptively.
You say the same thing for Belichick.
Belichick, though,
You give up the hoodie.
Eh,
Belichick have to get a
Give
bunch
that
more
cutoff
hoodies.
hoodie and go out there and just do like
You see him out there in a tank top.
tank top. Yeah, You're like Pat McAfee, man. It'd be the tank
Why not
tops everywhere
McAfee
you
take
go.
over a coach?
McAfee would be great.
Belichick,
I love that dude, man.
Belichick says, "Look, I'll drop $1 million off my contract. I just need 10 pairs of hoodies with LA shit on there and a pair of scissors cut off the sleeves.
Well,
And
he's
an air pump.
whole offseason.
That team
he's-
has it. They have a great defense.
Yeah.
They have a quarterback, franchise quarterback. I mean, it's
But they don't have anything around him.
Yeah, but it's still appealing to go in there and then work your draft system
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
see what they can come up with. I think that would be a dream because you got to build everything around a quarterback. You don't have a quarterback, you're screwed.
yeah.
No shit. I think Belichick knows that after
Yeah, right.
Brady
You
left.
draft up and you get somebody like Marvin Harrison Jr. to come in there and go with Justin Hebert. And could you imagine?
Don't
that?
even get me started
That's
on that
big.
fucking Harrison shit with the
That's big.
Heisman shit from last week. God,
You didn't like that, Heisman?
that was
No.
horse shit,
No.
man. 3 loss LSU. No, you got to be a winning team to get fucking the
Granted,
Heisman.
he played good all year long, but he should not have been
No.
the Heisman
Yeah.
winner.
I mean, he had the numbers. Don't get me wrong. I'll give him that. but-
yeah, he was a different.
Your team, you got to lead the team to have a fucking solid. You got to be in the top 4, I think, to win a Heisman and have the
I can
numbers.
see that argument. I just think that kid was at a different level for what he did for that team. He was that team.
And part of it may just be because I hate Brian Kelly so much and anything to do with LSU after Burrow left.
Yeah.
And it's in the SEC
Oh,
and they
I
play
get
Florida.
it.
Fucking
I hate him too. I would love to see Harrison Jr. get it, but
I would too,
It's
because
last
I had a
time a
shit ton of
receiver-
money
Bo
on that.
Nix.
what?
Bo Nix.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great year too. Yeah, I mean,
Shit ton of money on that, man. We would have had.
It'd be interesting to be in that room where the voters.
You know what that room was? It was a bunch of phone calls from FanDuel, DraftKings, Barstool, Sportsbook,
Well,
Vegas.
don't think they don't do that, man.
Hey, man.
They control.
Hey, you know how much money's
Well,
been
fuck,
laid
they're
on
controlling
Marvin
them.
Harrison, Knicks, and everybody else? No, fuck. We need that kid from LSU. It's been 4-1 the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Yep. I guarantee that's what's going on. Just
Yeah.
like the NFL when Goodell calls the stadiums. No, we want this team in
Well, with
the
all
playoffs.
we think all the rumors they got the NFL scripts that come out. You know, they think it's scripted.
The script wasn't working last week against the Bills and the Chiefs, was it?
No, it was not. Right.
I don't know.
I think they had it written one way, and it just.
Mawine
one
instead
rep.
of Mahomey.
You know, I used to like him, man, until I saw that. And here's a quarterback that gets every call his whole
Mhm.
career. The whole team does, and one thing goes his way, which was obviously offsides.
Right.
I mean, the flag was thrown as soon as the ball was snapped.
It was a great play.
Like, shut up,
Our buddy-
Kelsey, shut up.
Our buddy Jonathan Bates and I were talking about this on another podcast, and if that offsides wasn't called, there was still an illegal formation.
Oh yeah,
They were still in illegal
Oh, I
formation.
didn't see that.
A little bit further up, like if you're looking at it, you got the receiver obviously over the line. Look a little bit further up on the right tackle was lined up like a yard behind, so he
Right.
wasn't even up on the line of scrimmage.
They've been doing that all year long, though.
But
They
they
got
haven't
called
been
that.
calling. They haven't been calling
it.
shit.
No. They had a I think that they had an issue with that early, like maybe the first game of the year. They had an issue with that going on, and they were going to start calling that as a point of emphasis, where your tackle has to be even with the center's ass. So you're
Supposed to be, yeah.
yeah, they're supposed to be, but their tackles have not, when they're in pass coverage, they're staying so far back that they're not even up on the line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
it's like they got one leg back, ready to do that back step.
Right. So I mean, but you have to give Kelsey something though. I mean, that was a hell of a heads up play,
That would have been the best trick play probably that we would have seen in our lifetime.
and I don't think that it was scripted. I don't think was
It didn't look
called.
scripted at all, man.
No.
That just came from his brain, man.
No, and he's phenomenal as well.
He is phenomenal, but
I hate that, but I
Mahomes-
hate him. I hate him because he's dating Taylor Swift,
Wow.
and I hate that.
Well,
bitch.
you think Mahomes is dating Kelsey the way he came to defend him? Hall of Fame quarterback, make a Hall of Fame play that'll never go down in history.
Oh yeah,
I hate Travis Kelsey because he's a bitch from the Bengals Super Bowl game or the playoff game. He's a fucking bitch. He's a UC grad. I went to UC. Fuck him though.
and I hate Patrick Mahomes because his wife's a dumb bitch too.
She is.
I don't know her.
I like the
Oh,
other
we-
Kelsey.
I've met Taylor Swift though.
Oh yeah, we heard that story. Was that on the podcast?
Yeah, she played Dan's guitar.
That's right.
Was that on the
He made-
podcast
he
or was that a
made-
concert, Dan?
He made
That
her
story?
career.
I don't know.
I can't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah,
She owes it all to me, my guitar.
little 16-year-old Taylor Swift asked one DVB,
Yeah.
"Can I borrow your guitar?"
You know what?
Play a
There,
little song?"
one of those songs, one of those breakup songs, is written about you. I promise you.
Written about my guitar.
Yes.
Teardrops on Varner's guitar.
What? Have
You owe me a lot of money, Taylor.
Have you seen the video with her and Tim McGraw? Highway Don't Care.
Yeah.
Older guy, younger
I've
woman.
seen
I think that's you, man. And it's the Guitar Don't Care. I think that's the original version of it, but I'm
Yeah.
not a hundo on
Hey, if you want to sue her, I know an attorney that's not sitting in this room.
it.
Yeah, a good one. You mean?
That's entertaining. I love it. I love it. Those,
So I
those
watched-
don't get old, just like Fugama.
You can't.
Fugama.
I got you stuttering now.
I know. I fucking.
Pokemon.
I'm just listening to the bullshit coming out of this.
Did you see? Talk about the Bengals though, but
Fribble.
the grandma turned 105.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read that stuff?
Oh my god, we're not
They
gonna be
had her
like
on
that.
Fox 19 yesterday.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Is she
Like-
going to the games?
She doesn't go to the games, but she watches them at her. I forget what the home she's in.
I'm
but the
surprised they don't-
firefighters come to hang out with her.
Yeah.
I forget what township
It's
it is, but
Deerfield.
Deerfield,
Deerfield.
and she does a fireball,
Yes.
Oh shit!
serious fireball.
Like
105.
Lady after my own heart.
Didn't they do a warning about Fireball and some kind of harm it could cause because some of the ingredients or whatnot? Are they going
Especially if you're 105 years old.
to preserves her? I think.
It's got formaldehyde in there, probably.
What was it? What was the
She's pickled.
We're all pickled.
You're right. Yeah.
what was the college basketball team that always wheeled that old lady in on a
Oh,
wheelchair?
wasn't that St. Mary's?
I can't remember. They always wheeled the old lady in, and you kind of felt bad
I think she
because
was
when
a-
her team
she was a
lost, she's
nun.
just yeah. I don't
St.
know.
Bonaventure.
I think it was. I thought it was St.
She,
Mary's.
she could be a
out of
nun.
Chicago.
She's still a lady, I would imagine, unless she's got they them
I think she
pronouns.
passed last year.
Did she?
I think so.
Yeah, they made a run to like the grade 8 or something like that.
I don't think she did fireball though.
She should have.
Probably could
She
have.
should.
Hopefully she's not doing Fireball
love it.
now, or else I have no
It's
faith.
like I think we should like do a shot of Fireball for this lady, man.
Oh,
I
fuck.
forget her name. That's impressive. 105.
Mhm.
That is.
Drinks Fireball every Bengals game.
Hell yeah.
I want to hang out with her.
Keith,
No doubt.
Keith, do you think those firemen that the one video you have are the ones that bring her the Fireball and watch the game with her?
Oh, let me see if it came through.
You know anybody
Oh,
ever?
it did. It did.
You got it?
Stand by. Just
This is a great. This
talk
is one
amongst yourselves for a
Do
second.
you think that they just could help her out just a wee little bit?
speaking of we.
This thing was taking forever to come through.
So this video that's going to come up next is one of the ones that was distributed during the wormhole episode Kiefer and I shared about a mile apart at 12:45 last night. Fire departments are lowering their standards nowadays.
So these videos pop up on the YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be on the
What
Podcast.
if I get them converted correctly? And
YouTube.
it just takes me a second.
Are we going to call and find out where Dan is? He's really late right now.
We can.
All right, let's see where he's going.
Let's do this first.
I know he won't answer my call. Should I call Paula?
Yeah.
She won't answer either.
I love Paula. She's awesome.
I know. I love her too, but she won't answer my calls. It's odd.
Well,
I don't know why
'cause-
people don't answer my calls.
You should probably change your number.
I could do *69.
Yeah.
I like saying *69 though.
I mean, I don't answer your calls.
Just get that open phone app and put it
You
on there.
fucking actually answer my calls. It's
I do.
weird.
I do.
It's weird when you do.
Well, it's usually 3 a.m. and you have weird questions for me.
Are you still up?
What are you wearing, Dan?
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
I think I got it.
I need a ride home.
All right. So,
Yeah.
so here's what the idiot attorney
The
sent
day
me
at
last
3 in the
night.
morning, I call you for a fucking ride home, and we'll be playing rock paper scissors in the fucking parking lot.
I'll be right there with you. buddy.
All right. So here's this video.
We're both.
Did I get it? No. Got you! I got you! The fire department's here! Did I get it? No. Got you!
You know what's funny is I did appreciate that, and thank you, because
You're welcome.
I know you hate firemen, so you send me all fireman hatred videos, and
That's not a hatred video.
You hate firemen?
I don't hate.
oh, he hates firemen because what he'll do, Dan. And
I don't hate
I'm
firemen.
not sure if you pay attention or not, but when I am at work, he will wish me, "Hey, I hope you have a slow night." Well, that's the last fucking thing that you want to hear,
Right.
because then
Long
the next day when I talk to him, "Hey, Tiger, how was your night?" I'm like, "I had 4 fucking runs after midnight, you motherfucker. Thank you. Appreciate it. You woke the run gods up." And it's the same thing I tell Jill, like when I'm talking to her, before bed or whatever. "Hey, how's your day been?" I'm like, "Shh, I'll tell you tomorrow. We don't talk about
Hey
that."
Jill, I know you're
Day's
listening
not
right
over
now.
yet.
Next time he does that, text me and say, "Hey, call him." I will fucking call him.
I'll kill you, by the way.
I will call him. He doesn't need to know. Just delete the text.
But yeah, so he'll send me. But I giggled on the couch last night when I saw
I
that.
was like, "Ooh, I gotta send that to Keith."
But like teaching at Scarlet, teaching the fire recruits, I've seen that happen where somebody's
Oh, I
not
bet.
ready. There's a little bit too much pressure. Somebody's not ready, and all of a sudden there's a fucking hose just whipping around the fucking fire ground, and we're all yelling, "Shut the fucking hose off! Shut it off!"
That hurt, man.
I'll do. I'll kill you.
You got little people like that at
We haven't had a little person yet.
Yeah.
I'm
High-
waiting. I'm
high
waiting.
standards. So you're anti little person.
I'm not anti. I don't run that shit. I just show
I'm
up.
just saying you don't want another letter, do you?
Go ahead, send it from Tony Cox.
Anthony Cox, baby, he goes full. He's English. So
I didn't
it's-
I didn't realize who that guy was.
Yeah.
Until I searched it.
Yeah.
And it's the dude from Bad Santa.
Yes, it is.
Fucking
It is a real dude. It is.
dude, he's been in a ton of shit.
I know.
I didn't realize who it was.
I picked the most prolific one, and nobody thought it was a real dude, and it's a real little person.
Carly and Beignet commented, "I hope it's quiet," quote unquote. Thanks, Carly. Former dispatcher, now corrections officer. Well, you know what? I hope you have a quiet shift as well.
Just
So
lock
when
everybody
you
in.
guys talk sports, does anybody ever like text you guys picks? You talk spreads at all?
He makes his picks. You want to hear what happens?
I guess like the people that are huge fans of the Bengals.
They could
or
do-
a
they could-
specific team or
they could do
college
it in-
teams like, hey, listen,
they could do
I
it
got
in a
some
live
inside
chats.
information on you, man. You guys,
No, they don't. What they do is they withhold that information, try to use the inside information, then call us idiots for our picks afterwards.
So when
It's kind of like the person you always hear that wins at Keno lottery or football gambling. You don't hear about the losses.
right?
when
However-
Rob hits it, you hear this. But when he doesn't, you hear this.
I like it.
Because he's taking over. He's taking over for the bear. Now he's the lion.
We've heard a lot of cats, a lot of kittens.
We've heard a ton of kittens.
So I'm going to do a couple of prognostications right now. Ready?
Ooh, I can't wait.
I'm going to pick all three today. This is a fucking lock. Sure thing. For entertainment purposes only, though, of course. I'm going to go Bengals. I'll even give the 3 or whichever has the odds. Bengals, give 3 or money line. I'm going to take Pittsburgh today, getting 1 in Indy. Fuck it. Detroit getting 5, taking Detroit. There you go.
I got 4.5.
I'm going over on every one of those fucking games. I don't even care what it is. I don't even know what it is, but I'm going over on every one because I think the time has come after Thursday night that it's an over weekend.
Jill just posted in the live chats. Cue up the kitten sound for Rob.
Yeah.
Rob the Tigers picks.
I'm definitely going to take on the Colts over Steelers.
Yeah.
I'll put a little side action on that bad boy.
Okay.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. I
See
like
that
it.
the Teddy Bridgewater announced he's retiring from the Lions and
No.
from the NFL.
Really?
Yeah. This morning I saw it.
I didn't know he still
First
played
round
in the
draft
NFL.
pick. Well, after tearing his knee up in 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That was
never,
a gruesome knee.
He never bounced back.
No, sure didn't.
He didn't bounce to begin with. That's why he tore his knee.
You know what the biggest game is this weekend that everybody's going to be watching? Cleveland, Chicago tomorrow at 1.
Really?
No,
Mhm.
not at all. Who gives a fuck?
Browns by 3. They win by 10
Yeah, who gives a
at
fuck?
least.
Cleveland, oh, what a mistake.
That's why they call it the mistake on the lake.
I know. Too bad that river didn't keep burning and take over the whole village.
I'm trying to look at what's the best game going on?
I think
Ravens,
it's gonna be
Jaguars.
the Bills and the Cowboys
Yeah, I think it's Bills and Cowboys.
at Buffalo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm going to take the
10-3,
Bills.
7-6.
I take the Bills. I mean, they're given 2.5.
Yeah, it'd be that game and Ravens and Jaguars at the Jags.
What about Philly, Seattle? I like Philly, Seattle, man. Monday night.
Ooh, I don't know.
So maybe he's got some inside information out there. Send it in.
Send it.
Send it to Dan.
Send it. We
Yeah.
all need to retire.
Send it to Dan Barner. Everybody, if you want to find his phone number, go to the men's room at your local bar. It should be a good time, man. It'll be a fun weekend. Just remember my picks. You'll walk away a millionaire.
Or go the complete opposite.
Well, I'll put it this way: whoever is prescribing your antidepressants will be a millionaire. Because it's not going to happen.
But do bet on the Bengals. The Bengals are going to win.
They're going to win flat
Take it
out.
to the bank.
I hope to be awake to see the end of that game. After last night,
Awake.
yeah, shampooing here, buddy.
Yeah, I'm doing all my stuff early, and then I will be in bed early. I have to be back at the firehouse tomorrow. So
Oh,
They
Uh-oh.
got another
2 times
Saturday
in
game
1
next week, too.
oh, dude.
Pittsburgh.
They finally threw out
Pittsburgh.
the TBD.
At Pittsburgh.
The thing's been TBD, hasn't it, for a while? No, that's the one that's disclosed. The other one is TBD. The next weekend.
yeah, the next
It's like, what the
two
fuck?
2 weeks from today is,
What is
to be
TBD?
determined.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
Isn't
4.
that the Chiefs?
yeah, but
Yeah,
they don't
2
know when
weeks.
they're playing.
Yeah.
They didn't know what
Chiefs.
time.
They're waiting to see what happens.
4:30 next Saturday, though.
Yep.
If
Well-
you're looking for something to do, come to my show.
Beat the Steelers.
Wait, tonight or next week?
Saturday, December 23rd for Varner
Oh,
Foundation
fuck, I forget
Children and
that's the
Families.
23rd
It's
already. Jesus.
our Christmas bash. It's like our 20th annual Christmas show that I've done.
Always fun.
Raising money. Always a blast, man. Always a good time.
It is a good time.
A lot of friendly faces, a lot of laughs, and we have Scotty Ryan kicking it off, Clark Jenkins,
Scotty's my
Elton
favorite.
Clifton, and then the Varner band, Varner Netherton Revival will go on, and we'll have a good time. We'll give away some stuff. We'll split the pot, and drink a lot, drink a lot,
We'll be there.
drink a lot.
We'll be there after Afro Man. We'll be
Yeah, I heard you guys were going to that.
we'll be smelling of reefer.
I'll be there.
I won't be smoking it, FYI, but I'll be contact high, I'm sure.
I'll be there early.
But we will definitely be there because I haven't missed one in multiple years. So it's always a great time.
I'll be there early. Scotty Ryan's been on the podcast, and I guarantee you, with Scotty, you'll hear breakfast at Tiffany's when I walk in, or shortly
Yeah.
thereafter. It's somehow it has become a thing for the past 10 years.
How do we end this one without Dan
Oh.
Dan being here?
I got an idea.
I'm sure you do.
So I'm going to be there. Watch Scotty Ryan.
Of course.
We're thankful
Me too.
for our replacement Dan coming in today, Dan Varner.
Honor.
And
Honor.
Appreciate you.
our boy Rich, it takes two to fill Dan's shoes. Because
I'm just going to go back to the workshop and start making Christmas gifts for everybody.
it is.
We got so many Christmas orders coming in now.
crunch time for you little elves.
I know. Me and little Timmy.
Yep, crunch time for
Timmy.
you elves.
Me, Timmy, and Tammy. We're knocking them out. I'm going to be there tomorrow, knocking off some more stuff for the Cincinnati firefighters. They got an order in. Nice big order.
Nice.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm going to put up some pics of the Mary Fukumas sweatshirt, and you can order whatever you want through our website or Engraved in USA. Please go to our website too first and link over there, shop now. A lot of good stuff coming out. I got another idea that I want to pop up that I'm going to try out. We'll see if it gets through the censors.
Did you realize he looked at
Who
me?
are the censors?
He looked right at me.
You and Dan.
He's number one.
No, it's usually me because he's like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And I'm like,
Kiefer's number one
You're
censor.
right by Jill.
"Son of a bitch."
And it is Rich. So we'll see what happens though. But
Yeah.
visit our friends Engraving USA. It's not too late to get your Christmas order in place, and or New Year, fucking New Year's.
Yeah,
You bring
New Year.
gifts.
need
You
some new
have
gifts.
you have that house party at New Year's Day where everybody goes over and has mimosas in the morning. Bring
Got to
some.
do the German traditions of having some pork and sauerkraut.
Yeah. man.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Gotta do
Absolutely.
it.
You have the mimosa. You can get the flue, the champagne flue engraved.
Yep, we
That'd
could
be
do
a
that.
nice little gift for
And have
somebody.
your New Year's Eve beer koozies.
Let me ask you this real quick before we end. You being a sponsor, were you upset that he did not go through you for his 25th anniversary gift? Were you upset about that? And does that hurt? Does that hurt the podcast as a whole because he outsourced his engraving?
Actually, Engrave was mentioned during the course of the presentation of said gift.
Yeah, I was a little shocked that he didn't, but
There's Christmas.
there's
Well-
still Christmas available, and
Well, we do
take care of it.
do fines in this podcast, so he will be fined thoroughly. Just so you're aware.
What are the fines?
I'm glad to hear that.
I'll make them up here in a minute.
There was a mention of Engraved in USA on that one.
But you didn't use him.
I can't say that we've done an engraving on a diamond ring.
There ain't no
But,
fucking way. What
you
about
could-
cubic zirconian?
No.
Have you ever
We have
done an
a dom-
engraving on a metal or bracelet?
We have, and we've done. Hey, we've
What's
done
a real silver is what
We've
I
done
wanna know.
bottles of Dom Perignon. So if you want to do a bottle of Dom for your wife,
For what he said, what he paid for it. No.
Based on price, I doubt it.
Plated.
Based on
Plated.
price, it was
Hey,
not.
you saw-
Because it looks silver.
Yeah, it
Why
was
is my
silver color.
wrist green, Rob.
it was gold-ish.
You are a man amongst legends.
Beat the hell
Sorry.
out of a $100 gift card at Varsity wrapped in aluminum foil. That's also silver. So fuck. All right. At least this one was.
Oh,
She falls. I mean, fuck.
You could have gotten her some Three Bishops vodka.
Yeah.
she is such a good sport.
That's what I need to do. Is
and
get
a
her more
fucking
alcohol.
saint for being married to you for 25 years
More
and with you
fucking
for
alcohol.
30.
That's a
Can't
fact.
believe she's been drunk for 25 years.
I know. God.
Maybe she's doing a lot of ketamine. She doesn't remember shit.
Don't tell her, but her Christmas gift is a 60-day vacation to a rehab in Adams County. I got the pamphlets, and we're going to do the intervention day after Christmas. I'll let her see her family first.
You can use this envelope to give it to her. Hey, I'm going to read this letter, but accept this gift.
There's room for two, I'm sure.
Why are you going? I'm not going.
Is it a
I've already
couples-
been.
I'm
Already
not a
been.
quitter.
Is it couples?
No,
Rehab?
fuck no. I'm not a quitter, man.
Yeah.
You will never see me quit. Ground and pound, baby.
Hey, thanks for having us, guys.
Thank
Hey,
you, Dan.
appreciate you.
Come see Dan tonight. Come see Dan on the 23rd at Tap House in Anderson for Voter Foundation for Children. And
Sure.
we're all 100% of proceeds go to the children. I figured I'd finish it out with that. And I'm not even going to ask the question because I know we're all reputable men that do manscape. The question is, where is that hairy fucking monster right now?